She wouldn't be happy, so it's pointless to talk about that.
True.
Good point.
No girl wants to lead a relationship.
Very good point.
So that's a
No girl wants to what?
lead a relationship.
Yep.
Why not?
You'd be happy with going home, like working all day long, feeding him, taking care of him, all that shit. Like, and he just
Do
stays
I
at
have a
home.
son?
You want your man to be in the kitchen and raising your kids?
I don't like
This is your
changing
first time in
diapers.
California,
But do you
right?
think that's because you're young?
Wait, but Angela, this is your first time in California, right? Like you're
Yeah.
from Florida, yeah?
This is interesting.
Okay, yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Wait, how old are
California.
you again?
Stan.
I'm 24.
So do you think the way you're 24 at 34, you'd feel the same way?
I might.
Would you rather like be like in, I don't know, the construction site
Wait.
or like change your kid's diaper?
I wouldn't be doing construction.
But
I have a degree. So like I can use that. I went to college and like I am educated. It may not look like it or sound like it right now, but I can get a job and I can.
In what though?
I have a business degree and a Spanish minor, and also I have my own business already.
So you would be okay with dating a guy and he was just at home and you took care of majority of the bills, like when the bills had to be paid, all the main majority, like the bills.
I feel like as a woman, the only thing I'm willing to settle for is equal.
What
But
is
like as
equal?
a man, they can pay for you and you could just do whatever you want. Right? I mean, I could do that, but I don't
I
want to.
could.
It feels
I'm a control
draining.
freak, so I could.
So you'd
I
be
feel
okay
that.
with, you would do it, changing the tires, oil change, paint the wall.
I would
patch
pay
the hole
someone
in
to
the
go
wall.
do it.
That's so. But you wouldn't
those are
respect your
different.
man.
Those are different. Those are different.
That's different.
Because
If I had to pay another man to come to my house to fix the wall when there's a man at home that could do it, I would not respect that relationship.
no, not at all.
Some men don't grow up learning those skills though.
But do you think you enable that?
What?
You
should
enable that. There's
learn.
YouTube. There's Home Depot.
Yeah.
They
Well,
teach you.
Okay. In that case, go have sex with a plumber. I'm serious answer.
If he has a good
no.
personality and
What-
take care of
what you were
takes
just
care
talking
of me,
about,
yeah.
what you were just talking about was like,
Emotionally.
you know, will he do the drywall? Will he repair the car? Blah 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 blah. Okay, cool. If you want that in a guy, then go sleep with a guy who's a plumber. Go sleep with a guy who's a mechanic. But you're not sleeping with guys who are plumbers and mechanics, are you?
Actually.
You're probably sleeping with guys who are a bit more like high status or have a big social media or who are in a band or something
Because
like
that's
this.
the culture now. Nobody
Let's-
actually grows with their partner anymore. Like nobody actually wants to start a relationship from the ground with anybody anymore. Everybody wants to finish at the finish line. That's why we have these crazy standards of like dating a guy that has created his status, and now you have to submit to the ideas of what he created. This is his metric, so you kind of have to submit to it. But if you're like for me, I met mine when he was dead broke. So for me, it's like we don't have that type of like relationship where I have to submit to these crazy. I was there when there was nothing. I was there when there was like no idea what the future is going to be, and that's like unconditional in my mind. So it's more traditional. But
That is good.
It's
I like
a
that.
deeper
You-
bond
I agree.
too
You
at
had
that point.
you had faith in the guy.
Oh, hold on just a sec, guys.
$100.
Thank you, man.
I consider myself a high-value man. I make 7 figures and would be considered a 7. Why would I choose you over a traditional woman?
why?
Just
Do you want all the girls on this
Which
one?
guy? Yeah.
Well,
Here,
that's him,
let's start
though.
with
I mean,
Keely.
So
Keely,
like,
go
I
ahead.
feel like everyone wants a different type of relationship. So what's traditional to you might be someone else's different traditional, you know? So
She said. No. I mean, like, yeah, everyone thinks differently. What do you mean? What would make a 7 that has some money, what would I be worthwhile to them? I don't know. I feel like you would just see it. If you don't see it, you don't see it. Not everyone's for everyone.
exactly.
Okay.
What if you're a woman who doesn't care about money? Then what value do you have if you've based everything off money?
You don't care about money?
I'm not saying me. I'm saying
Oh,
in general.
if
If you're
there
a
was a
woman,
woman.
who
Because
doesn't
there is people out there who want
care,
to.
and this is me as well. I could say I'm including myself in this. If you don't think that money is the biggest thing ever, then what status are you at
Well,
in other ways?
I think that's just
When you enjoy
Like-
someone's company and you love
What?
them
So
and you
you're
want
just
to be
okay
with them,
being
that's-
happy and in love with your partner? How dare you?
Nobody's
like,
my
what?
Yeah, but if he's struggling and he can't pay the bills,
He can't pay him this month, I'll pay him. You can
Yeah.
pay him
How
next
many,
month.
how many months can you really do that for? If you're like, babe, I've been
I did it
paying
for
the
a
bills.
year.
It
I think-
should
Where
be
is he now? That's the
equal.
whole point. It's,
think
no
you'll
one's
be,
gonna do
uh,
it. We're not gonna be happy with that.
you'll be a
so
lot
it's
more
pointless.
tolerant
You
of
have
that
to
at a
make it
younger
work.
age than when
Wait,
you
say it again?
get older.
You can make things work.
When you're young,
You gotta find
but
people on
you
your
don't
same
have time.
level.
What can I ask? What
Same
age did you
frequency.
meet your husband?
4 years ago, so when I was 24.
Yeah, good age. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's like you found a good horse and you backed that horse
Well,
and you stuck by him.
It depends on the culture. Like I come from like poverty, so I didn't have much to bargain with. So I mean, I'm in Miami now, and I see a lot of the girls you're born with status value as women. Like you're already hot. You have boobs. You have ass. Social media really glorifies how you look. So therefore, we already feel like we're 10s. But the problem is that deteriorates when the guy meets you and you're not smart or like you're not intellectually like there, emotionally connected with anyone, you don't have common sense, you don't have wits, that slowly dwindles down. Like the looks go away because there's other girls that are going to be hotter who match and who's willing to do more for less. So that's why I'm saying that it's a corrupted culture when it comes to dating, because everyone's just kind of devaluing themselves at this point, because you don't realize you're not offering much in the relationship. You're not willing to start when he's shit. You don't want to date the potential, but then you also don't want to submit to dating 3 girls at one time with a guy. So you're kind of fucked is what I'm saying.
You're spitting.
I'm just saying, it sucks. And being here in California, like I'm seeing it, I'm just like, whoa, this is wild. Like, is there hope? Is there hope?
No, there's not.
I feel like if you
know that
Can we take a moment to pray?
Hold on, go ahead, Keely. You're gonna.
So I feel like if you go into it with honesty, like a lot of people on their dating profiles, they'll put like, oh, I want this,
Posture.
and this.
There you go.
So I have scoliosis, so I have really
yeah,
bad
it's all
posture.
good. I just don't want the mic to block your face,
yeah.
but go ahead.
So I feel like if you're honest, like completely open, a lot of people will put whatever the hell they want on their bio, be like, oh, I want this, I'm looking for this, this, and this, you know, and then when you talk to them, I feel like, how do these people not know like boundaries and stuff? And they're like, oh, I don't feel comfortable talking about this, this, and this. What if he doesn't like this? Just be straight up and tell him what you're looking for in a relationship. And if that's not them, move on to somebody else. You know?
Fair enough. And also just to kind of circle this back to our previous conversation where we were kind of talking about, I think someone was mentioning something about, well, the woman being the breadwinner. I think it stemmed from you taking care of all your 3 girlfriends. So Keely, would you say you're the breadwinner in your relationship?
Definitely, yeah. But my boyfriend does make money too. Like he sells pedals and guitars, and so we both make money. But obviously, like I make a lot more just because my industry and he's not in that industry. So right.
And just to recap, you're engaged.
Yeah.
You've been seeing your boyfriend for 5 years.
Yeah.
But you're a stripper.
Yep.
And you do OnlyFans, and then do you do traditional adult content too? Okay. And so because of your work in the adult industry, you are the breadwinner in your relationship.
Yes.
And
that's correct.
and you're fine with it.
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Okay.
For how long?
Well, when we first met, like, I know it's unconditional and we love each other because we're so comfortable around each other. Like, we literally fart around each other sometimes. Like, when you're so comfortable, like, for real, though, you gotta be human. Okay, like, when you live with somebody, you're so comfortable, like, that's important to be comfortable.
Don't live with your girl. Don't live with your girl. She's going to start farting and shit.
Of, like,
I'm just saying, like,
the relationship getting complacent from there. Like, if you're doing things like that, I think there's some things that you just shouldn't do.
Well, because, like, we met, when we first met, we were both, like, so, like, when we first met, we were both doing, like, retail. He was a lifeguard. I was working at, like, you know, waitressing and grocery stores and all that. So, like, when we both met, we were, like, dead broke. And we knew, like, our situations when we first met. Like, I would have, like, when I first met him, I was never, like, I was very goody-goody, you know, very shy. And I never thought I would be doing the work that I'm doing today. But I'm glad I did because, shit, when COVID happened, I was like, what am I going to do? Everyone's losing their jobs. And so that's actually how I got into the adult entertainment, because, like, someone actually reached out to me online on Instagram and they're like, hey, do you want to do porn? At first I was like, no. And then I asked my boyfriend, you know, like, we're really struggling right now. Would you be comfortable if I did this? You can totally say no, but, like, we need money right now. And then, like, yeah, and he was okay with it, but, like, I wouldn't be doing what I was doing. I don't, you know, so.
Sure. How much are you making from OnlyFans, if you don't mind me asking?
I would say like
how about
2,000 or 3,000 a month.
Just from OnlyFans, though. How about, like, your total income related to making adult content and stripping?
So I haven't been doing films a lot lately, but like maybe months and months ago I was doing some. But I'd say on average with all my incomes together, I'd say like I make like sometimes on a crappy month I can make like 4,000 a month or 3,000 a month, and then sometimes it could be like 7,000. But then I spend a lot, so I don't know.
You spend a lot?
Well, not a lot, but like food is expensive, and I don't have like a traditional living situation because we're like van lifers. So.
Oh, you're van life.
Yeah, like we like to travel and stuff, huh?
Nothing.
Yeah.
So wait, are you guys?
We eat out every day. We go to like grocery stores and like Whole Foods, and we get like steak every day. We spend like 50.
Carnivore?
Yeah, like carnivore. Yeah,
Okay.
like but like I have fruit. I'm animal-based diet, so like I'll have like $50 or $100 a day sometimes on food. But food is expensive though. It really
Wait, but
is.
where's home base for you? Is it Santa Barbara?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, so would you say you love him?
I love him, of course.
So if
We've
you
been
met like
together
a
for 5
twin
years.
replica of him, and he
No, we're together. I'm not worried. We've
But
seen
so
each
if
other's
somebody offered
families,
you an
like-
entire lifestyle, like they would pay for everything and more what you're making. You said you're making like 4 or 3. Someone said, I'm gonna give you 10 grand every month. You don't have to work.
Well, I can be with them and just have my boyfriend like be like, well, obviously I have sugar daddies and my boyfriend's totally cool with it.
Okay.
'cause they
So
know
how
his
is
money,
how is
baby.
that